Hello, everybody. Welcome to Battle Battle Crab Battle Pirates Crib. This is our raid. What should we call this? A raid, mid raid.
Oh, it's not mid yet.
Well, it's mid raid for some people because some people are about ready to fucking quit.
Can we call
game?
Why don't we just call it opening raid tips and rants?
Yeah.
I have this gasoline in a match. What do we call that? Because it's not on fire yet.
You don't need the match. Just watch it smolder.
Alrighty. I started this show up because I was.
Here we go.
I'm not pushing Hefe's junk or Brian's Coke, but I thought it would be if people wanted to join, it's open mic and ask people questions about, what's going on for your raid, what's going on for that raid, why the fuck is some of this stuff blocked, and, just talk some of this stuff out and, not be angry about it by yourself. You can be angry with the group. Does that make sense?
Yep.
I mean, that is the internet, being angry with the group.
Yeah. All right. So,
Hi, George.
Hey, George. Hey, George.
Hey, George.
Hello, George.
Yeah, I mean, George, I've heard their ranting in the show, the pre-show. Are you how are you feeling about what's going on?
Me about this raid?
Yeah,
I haven't even logged in to hit it yet. I'm trying to get some motivation to actually start. I don't like the 2 target thingy. I mean, we already spend so much time on these damn targets. 2 of them, and not for a substantial increase either, is not the greatest thing. I'm not all that thrilled about the idea that the one side's locked even if you have the other side. I don't know. I mean, everything that I've been hearing during the day before I got home, I'm just trying to find some motivation right now.
So why does Kicks continue to do this? They go through their good little kicks, giving us these nifty little presents, and then all of a sudden they want to stick it right in your ass and say, here's a 103 you can't kill, no matter what you prepared for, and we're going to basically split the bonus in half and screw y'all. Oh, and we also locked everything on the sides.
Hold on. Like the 103 is it's not so bad, honestly. Like I take the max 45 minutes damage.
Okay. This show is going to go long enough that both Daniel and Dr. Death can show what they do.
Oh, well, Dr. Death is doing it too.
Well, Dr. Death's got a whole different approach than you do.
I've got a trick for players that are only running like 3 Phoenixes or 4 Phoenixes that aren't completely skulled. They can take out the small ships and can take out the platforms, but are dying to that fucking Hellstar. I've got a trick for them that they can get past that Hellstar without taking any damage.
Cool. You going over by the left platform after you kill it?
No, nothing.
No. You're gonna love this. It takes about 3 minutes to kill it, but you can kill it for absolutely 0 damage. It'll never fire at you.
Why don't you do that now?
Does it have something to do with a submersible type of ship?
Yeah. It does.
Glenn, nice to see you again, by the way.
Nice to see you, buddy. Yeah, I'm sitting at 85 million points. I've already claimed the flagship and the regular and the specials, but I think it's just dirty that they locked everything. And what makes it even more mad is you got a lot of people out there that claim the Phoenix, the carbon fiber casing, and the Talon missile, in the last raid. You know what I'm saying? Or the raid before that when we were doing the whole store. And they need to get to them armors so they can finish their fleets out. Plus, there's the missile armor that we use for the FM is in that locked store also. And people need that stuff. So why on God's green earth is Kixeye locking necessary tech for not only the raid, but for the FM behind this junk?
I think, I mean, it goes back to that fundamental issue where, I don't know that they realize what they're asking of their players. I mean, look, man, it's a raid. It's raid weekend. I got to get points. But, man, every time I look at how many points I want to get, I don't even want to play. I mean, what the hell?
Exactly. I'm looking at 400 million.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Fuck that. I'm not even.
I'm looking at 417 million.
I'd be lucky if I had 100.
And a third sets a day in order to make it. And that's not helping anybody else. That's me taking full bonus for everything.
Yeah, see, that's just ludicrous.
Well, the only other option is to quit the game because you're not going to catch up. If you miss a raid and you miss this prize, you really don't have any time to catch up.
Well, that's my point, okay? We don't have to have the rage to stay in the game. But people do need that missile armor for their FM. And there's people that do need the corrosive armor so they can be ready to do the whole store next raid.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So locking that tech, the significant tech that is making such a major difference in the game, was just totally the wrong move. Because a lot of players aren't going to be able to crank out 40 million points just to unlock the store so they can go out and start spending 8 and 6 million points apiece for the charged armors.
How much is it in points just to unlock the store and then just get the charged armors?
You got 40 million to unlock the store. Then you need 40 million if you claim all 5 of the CO armor, and then you need 30 million to claim all the missile. So 70 and 40 you need 110
million points. I mean, that
used to be a complete raid.
I mean, that's just.
That used to be a complete raid, George.
That used to be more than a complete raid. I mean, I don't know. I'm getting more and more frustrated looking at these things. Yeah, not counting the ship build tokens, not counting any other crap. Thanks, Brian. Just depress me a little more, you little bastard.
I destroy what you love. That is my other job.
I mean, I don't know. Every once in a while, or a whole raid, I could see, wanting players to get to 200 or 300 million points, right? Because we got 6 days, you got time to do it. But I mean, the amount of points that you need now on a weekend raid is just. It's not conducive to making me want to play the game. I mean, it really isn't.
They want
you want to know how bad it is? I've got 80 million points, okay? And the sector I'm in is packed. I'm sitting with SDS7, Gimps, Chump, Dog X. Some of the biggest freaking alliances in the game is who I'm sitting with right now. And I'm 8th in the sector because none of them are doing it.
Yeah.
And when you got the biggest alliances in the game just sitting on the sidelines saying, why? There's something wrong. And these are all alliances that are major in PvP, and they're not even bothering to chase after the whole. Kixeye really needs to look at this.
I don't know. I think they're playing with some good ideas. I'm glad that they decided to kill the complexity that they brought out with the rival halls, but I mean, I just wish they would address the really basic everyday stuff that players have an issue with, which is the time requirement to play the game now between the chores and then raids like this. I mean, I don't want to get 400 million points. That's ridiculous. I mean, 400 million points for what? I mean, come on, man. I'm at the top of the PvE game. Why should I be having to spend all this time to get all the prizes I want? That's ridiculous.
No, you shouldn't. I mean, if you've got the top tech in the game, it should be to where you can go in, spend a couple hours each day, and your raid be done. That's it.
Back in the day, you'd spend a couple hours and be done with the raid, period. and then it would be help Alliance or do something else or hit bases or. I mean, now it's like, hey, if I want to start, I'm going to be playing this thing all weekend. I mean, this is going to take up my weekend rather than.
It's a job. You're going to have to put in at least 8 hours a day.
Yep. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's asinine.
Quick math. To get 300 million, assuming 20 minutes in S set, is that a reasonable assumption?
No.
Sure.
Well, I already did the math with 20 minutes, so deal with it. 13 2/3 hours, assuming 20 minutes in S set, not counting repair times, not counting time going to find a target. I mean, I can do
counting coins to repair.
Yeah, not counting the money. The problem is, usually coins are used to expedite time, not necessarily only in the sense of build and repair, but it used to be you could just knock out the elite target and you'd probably take more damage in those than you do in some of these. But if you wanted to pony up that $5-10, whatever it ended up costing you, you'd be done in an hour. But even with the deepest pockets, if you want to go deep and get a lot of significant prizes in this raid, you're still looking at a significant time investment over
plus
the weekend.
Plus the coin. I mean, that's the gist of it. I mean, it used to be time or coin. Now it's time and coin. And I just it's frustrating as hell.
No, George. They're trying to push. What they're trying to do is they're trying to push time and coin. There's no longer just time. It's time and coin or lots of coin. Because that's what they're trying to do is if you want to do it fast, you got to do their blitz feature, which is freaking overpriced.
Right. But what I'm saying is it used to be time or coin. Now it's time and coin.
Yeah, because just time ain't going to get you there.
No.
There's no way you can slow repair fleets and even get the basic tech out of the raid anymore.
Yeah, the 103, but you're going to show us how to do the... Are you ready to show us how to do the 103 at this point?
I actually want to ask
you. Show my trick. I mean, I'm just going to give everybody a glimpse of what's actually going on. I mean, but like I said, it takes 3 to 5 minutes to actually kill that ship. But if that ship's what's stopping you from getting your bonuses on the S set, this is a trick you can use that will get you past that stupid ship.
Okay.
Hey, Daniel, out of curiosity, how long does it take you to actually do the S set?
I would say he was around right there. Like I say, 10 minutes each target, but that's not counting on the travel time. Yeah, so it's about 20.
You gotta find it. So it's probably honestly a little bit more than 20 because no one's gonna be able to sit there and do, target after target after target after target and get 5 out in an hour. I mean, you gotta travel, phones ring. You gotta piss, you gotta eat. I mean, shit, you gotta sleep at some point. I just
25 minutes up the estimate to nearly 17 hours, which is a little over 4 hours a day.
Yeah,
that's
Fuck your game's not that good.
So you gotta blow 4 hours, a little over 4 hours a day, and the coin to repair after each hit, so you can actually.
That's 4 hours a day if you can keep the interest up long enough to do it consecutively for 4 hours a day.
Yeah. That's not gonna happen.
And that's true.
Yeah.
But honestly,
I think Rum has it. I can't keep it up for 4 hours a day.
Viagra for battle pirates.
It's good that you can, because if you can, you need to see a doctor.
That's right.
Although the actual point is, do this for 4 hours and not want to bang your head into a wall or desk.
Or not snap at somebody when they walk into the room. Say, hey, how's your day? What the hell do you want? I'm playing Battle Pirates. I mean, come on. This is getting ridiculous. And I'm sitting here hitting the target as we're doing the show. And it's frustrating.
All right. So do you want me to, are you sharing?
Sure.
Yes.
I'll show you now.
All right. As you can see, I've gone in and cleared out these 2 bottom platforms, and I've pulled out all the ships. All I got left is that sucker and the back platforms.
Okay.
Just take your gunboat and run your gunboat up here. It'll run up here, and you can get away from that ship and get it all the way back down to the corner without that ship being able to fire on it. And that pulls that Telstar out, and then you just let your subs do the work. You just got to make certain you stay outside of a range of 40. If you get within a range of 40, it's instant death.
Why don't you attack it with the subs?
Oh, I'm going to attack it with the subs, but I'm going to get it out away from these missile turrets.
Yeah, oh, I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you mind demonstrating that?
No, he's doing
it now.
Click on him.
No, I was seeing George. He's not presenting.
Just click on it.
Okay. Well,
I got it.
I'm seeing it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but he has to present to the YouTube so that YouTube can see it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sharing. It says I'm sharing right now.
Yeah.
You're sharing. He has to present you.
Yeah.
It's fine.
No, I'm pretty sure he's on present. Let me double check.
Yeah, I saw the thing saying that he is on present. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so hell race, huh?
You're using hell rates, yeah.
Yep, just using 4 hell race.
Honestly, that's a lot easier than what I would say that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably chops off about 10 hours of damage.
Yeah.
I know there's some ghost crawler owners that are enjoying this.
Oh yeah, because any sub that can get it, you stay outside of range of 40, this thing cannot fire on you.
Well, George, thanks for that little tip, because I may have a much more fun raid now.
You're welcome.
George or Dr. Death?
Yeah, Dr.
No, George for saying the ghost crawler.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see how the Hellwraith works. You can get Hellwraith with the cryo battery, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I let it turn on me. It got too close.
Yeah, you got within the 40.
Yep, I got within the 40. But that's all you got to do is stay outside that 40, and that thing can never fire on you.
It wasn't taking a lot of damage, though.
Just stay at max range, basically.
Well, like I said, it takes about 3 to 5 minutes to kill that stupid thing that way. But for people who are struggling, you know what I mean?
Better than
who are stuck. Yeah, who are stuck they can do the rest of the target, but just not that. That's an option.
Better than a 3-hour repair.
Yeah. Somebody else needs to demo this. Anybody else in his world? World,
try it if it works. I got one set up.
You're an alpha. Anybody else in alpha?
No, I think I'm in a beta.
Yeah, I'm still on epsilon. No, I was just thinking, to show,
Someone pop over there and do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still in epsilon. Hell, I haven't even signed in yet.
But it can be done. I mean, I've killed a couple that way, but it's just time consuming, and I don't need to do it because with my fleet, I can generally kill the target for 2 to 3 coins, and I can do the 100s for instant repair. So
how many charged armors do you have on your Phoenix?
I've got 2 of each on my flag, and then the others are just running 1 of each with a D1M panel.
So the 100 is like instant repair, and 3 coins for the
2 to 3 coins is what I'm averaging on the 103. Yeah.
Dan, are you ready to hit a 103 at this point or no?
But another thing too, I don't ever get hit by any UAVs because I'm also running 2 anti-morts on this on my front flag is a strict counter ship. It's only got 1 missile on it, and then it's got 3 phalanx, 2 switchblades, and 2 anti-mort or Gale 3s. And I shoot down all the UAVs, and I also shoot down all the fireballs from the exploding buildings.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta do that. Looks like Mike is doing the Hellray thing. You want me to present?
I'm not on present, but
Present what? No. I was just curious, Daniel, because you've had a lot of good luck with
the targets. Yeah, I mean, I
with the 103s.
I did like a few minutes ago. I told Mike I was like I took 10 minutes of damage on a 103.
yeah.
That was
10 minutes ago. Do you want to try and run it again?
Yeah.
I think people like to see it live, and I'll definitely I'll present you because people don't.
Yeah, I know one of the guys in SDS7's running the 103 for 10 minutes of damage. I just don't know what the hell he's running.
Yeah, it's just that trick. There's a trick to killing that thing.
Well, you're talking about setting over by the blank platform on the left-hand side?
The right side.
You set them over. I set them on the right one. because I like the
You
right
set him
one
on the
better.
right. Okay.
Yeah,
See,
because
I saw Nobby Lane doing it over on the left one, and he was doing the same thing with basically no damage.
Mm-hmm. But I do take damage because I'm not very good at kiting those little bugger things.
Daniel's fleet and my fleet are very close, not really far off. And
The first thing you gotta do is you gotta come here and you kill this thing first.
He's just incredible.
Once you kill that Hulk, then you got you cleared the way for the rest of them. Oh, it's gonna take a while to get to what I want to show.
No reason to rush. I mean, there's only like 11 people watching this.
Oh,
and I think 8 of them are cuttlefish. So it's all good. No reason to rush. Just do it the way
Yeah, and I'm not very good at kiting those damn little drones. I don't have. I'm using Speed System 5 instead of Magnus Drive.
Okay.
I'm kind of curious. I haven't seen this target yet.
It's a pain in the butt.
Yeah. I mean, George.
I mean, it looks like it's massive again. I mean, what in the hell?
Yeah, it is pretty big.
No, I mean the problem. Yeah, you'll see what the problem is at the end.
Oh, yeah.
There's an issue with this target.
Oh yeah.
Remember the 89s? The had that proto the Hellstar thing. Yeah, it's in here, and it turns a lot faster than the one on 88.
George, it's disgusting.
Yeah, it goes a lot faster.
Fantastic.
But there's a little trick. Like, I mean, there's.
Why do I want to play this raid again?
Whatever, because you're watching what Daniel is doing, and then now you're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, well, it's gonna take a while to get there because it's the last thing you get. See, because it's all the way at the back. You see?
Again,
Good
don't rush.
What the hell?
Again, don't rush.
Good luck.
Just run it through normal.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best.
Yeah, run it through normal because I just like that's going to give me a good indication of how much time you got to spend on the target.
Well, and also they do it well. Yeah.
I do everything well.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Oh man.
You'll probably find some secret that I don't know about and tell it to everybody.
Yeah. I mean, everybody go vote for Hefe's junk.
Look, you see that one right there? You see that scout? It goes straight at you instead of doing the whole dancing around you. That's the only one that goes straight at you, and it has like a longer range weapon than the others. If it catches you, you'll take a ton of damage.
Yeah, but if you look up the upper left-hand side,
So
they're not taking really any damage yet.
So hold on, let me see if I get this right. They have realized that the player base does not really like complexity, right? I mean, the whole rivals thing flopped essentially because no one could. I mean, it's just too complex, right? People are leaving the game because of the complexity of the game, and they come out with these targets that are like super complex. That's, yeah.
Well, some people like it. I mean, that's the problem with it. I mean.
Dude, look, don't get me wrong. I love figuring out the puzzles and stuff, right?
Who could like this one? I don't know who could like this one.
But damn, it gets,
Some nights I wonder if the devs have a measuring contest with how complex they can make their target.
Yeah.
Like the Scourge targets that cause massive lag and you run into a launcher and lose a ship, take 3 hours of damage.
I can't stand how big they are.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
I mean, he's already been on the target for 5 minutes. This is 5 minutes. And he's like half done? I mean, that's ridiculous.
And if you rush this target, you take hours of damage.
Yeah.
Even if you don't rush it. I mean, because really the problem is what happens at the end.
Yeah, it's definitely the Hellstar that does the most damage.
In other words,
the Hellstar at the end is just brutal.
So in other words, what you're doing is busting your ass to plug your way through this massive freaking target just to get to something at the end of the target that can fuck you all up if you mess it up.
And near impossible.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's great.
It's the way it's working.
Sounds
no,
like
but
fun.
if you mess up in any of it, you'll take like 45 minutes of damage. Like if I get too close to the Hulk, it's 45 minutes of damage. If I get hit by one of the scouts, it's 45 minutes of damage.
Do you not have any countermeasures?
I do have only four switchblades.
Okay, so I'm revising my goals for this raid. My prize list total is about 53 million. That's the rage, the weapon, because fuck the special, it sucks, and tokens, generic ship build tokens. That's it. 32 and 19-ish. About 53.
Well, I mean, 32 and 19-ish. That sounds like my perfect trio. But go ahead.
Okay. I didn't know what you said, and I thought I wanted to know, but then I remembered that you said it, and then I didn't want to know, so I moved on.
So what triggers the? Okay, just getting close to it triggers the ship.
Yeah, just getting close.
If you get close enough. But now's the tricky part, because once he does enough damage to this, it starts to it throws out an aura in front of it.
Yeah, it's like 25. When it takes 25% damage, it drops the aura in front of it, and when it takes 50% damage, it drops the second aura behind it.
Yeah. This is the tricky part. This is the part that's like.
And you have to beach it, because beaching it is the only way that it slows down its turn speed. I don't know why it does that, but it just does. But if you don't beach it, it will keep up with you. Make it turn, and speed all the way to the bottom.
Yeah. And don't think about going away and coming back in. That's not a good thing.
Yeah, that's not a good thing at all.
Yeah, because I've tried to deal with that. Yeah, I got like 11 hours of damage.
Stay on its side.
See, now it's got
Now it's kind of tricky, just staying out of range.
Fuck?
Just staying out of range.
Yeah.
And I got hit. Damn it.
What do you think, George? I mean that's tricky,
Yeah,
right?
look, it's tricky, and given that it's the raid and the lag and no, man, that doesn't look like fucking fun.
It's not.
Doesn't.
Well, it's fun if you get it done correctly. But
what? How many times? 40 what? Rum, how many times do you think?
It's fun.
13.3 per day.
13 a day times what? 4 days, so you're over 50 times. You gotta do that shit 50 times. Fuck that.
No, I'm going to agree with you, George, on this.
Yeah.
This is not the way the race should be run.
It's exhilarating in the same sense that you just
Going to the
finished a
dentist
high
and having
tightrope block
root
sans net. You just finished a high tightrope block without a net. Oh, good, I didn't die.
Yeah, when this would be good? That would be good if the target was one in which that if you ran it perfectly, your fleet was just about dead at the end, and you got like 30 million points. That would be cool, right? 30 million a pop, a completely dead fleet. If you do it right, you finish the target and get the completion bonus. But this shit 50 times, right? Just to get like basic necessities essentially of the game. If you're a top end and want to stay on the top end of PvE, come on, man.
Friendly reminder, 30 million will not even get you a hull and a special. It would get you the top
ridiculous.
left.
There you go.
But if you have...
That was pretty
How
good.
long was that? How long was that? In time?
Hell, I didn't even look.
Yeah, it was a while though.
It was almost 9. It was 9-ish minutes, I want to say. About 9.
Okay. It took 31 minutes. It's not my best time, but
it's not
still.
bad.
It's a good time.
2 coin. But 9 to 10 minutes. I mean, damn.
1 coin an instant.
And it's 9 or 10 minutes. You got to spend 2 coins, and you had to do the little dance around that crazy ass shit, right? On top of all the little, back and forth kiting of everything else. I mean, come on, I want my game to be fun. I'm sorry.
Well, Cuttlefish is asking if the bonus for the essay is too low, and we talked about that on the other show, on the Wednesday show.
And the thing is,
it's what they do.
They still gypped you 100,000 in the 100 target. You still don't get 2.25. You get 2.14.
You get. Wait, Brian. Brian. If you're under level 85, you get full bonus.
You're fucking shitting me.
No.
They penalize somebody for hitting the highest target possible.
The 100 target.
Too high.
The 100 target. First thing of the S. You get a level penalty?
Yes.
Are you shitting me?
Nope. Because I've got a guy in my alliance that is at level 84 with Phoenixes because we helped him get him. And he is getting full bonus every time he hits an S target.
Please tell that individual to take a screenshot and post it. I would love to see that.
Send me a picture of that shit.
Yeah, for the last raid and this raid, we've been gypped 100,000 for what?
Because we're too high a level.
But there's no higher target to hit. This target is a tier above the tech that we have. It's
last raid I took screenshots and sent them into customer service. And customer service's response was that I was a level 108 player hitting a level 100 target. So it was below my level. That's why I was receiving a penalty.
Well, CS is a bunch of fucking idiots. No. That doesn't count.
If there's someone under level 80 hitting the same target that we're hitting, and he's getting the full complement of points at the end, I want to see that crap, because that is, oh my god, I might not even log in this weekend.
Wow.
Welcome to Kickside.
Hi, Kickside programmers. Expose, you fucking scrubs. Get good, etc.
I kind of want to see it, though.
I'd like to see it.
Yeah. I mean, it's really, this is really frustrating because I like a lot of the stuff that they're coming up with. I actually like some of the ideas that I'm seeing. And I'm like, on one hand, I'm like, all right, cool, potential. And then I see this shit. And it's like, it ruins all the good shit that's coming out with just shit. And just, oh my God, it's frustrating as hell.
Well, now, George, what do you think about the new iWin fleet?
Honestly, if I had my choice between the I win fleet every month or the crazy ass friggin' bingo version of fleet builds to figure out a base, I'll go with the easy version because it's a fucking game. I want something nice and easy. I don't we should not have to do the math and the calculations and having to figure out the mechanics of the game. To enjoy the game.
Better than the game developers.
I'm not saying that. You might say that, but I mean,
let's go.
I mean, the thing is I really do like figuring stuff out. I like the puzzle stuff, right? But the thing is it gets old after a while. You can, it's cool to bring it out once in a while, or maybe for one raid set out of the year, or so, I mean, something like that, fine, but when you're doing it constantly, right? I mean, there was a show, I think last week, me and Hefe were on, and we were like, we had to sit and figure it out on the show. And we're like, look, if we're having an issue trying to figure this crap out, I can't imagine what the casual players are dealing with. I mean, they're probably just going like, "Fuck this! What the hell is this? I don't get it." You know, I mean,
they probably just put one of everything in the fleet and tried to run it up mid and died.
I mean, you know, I get it a lot of people are like, "Oh, you know, I don't know how the hell you figure it out," or, you know, if you didn't tell us, you know, what the hell, you know, that worked or how that worked, we wouldn't have figured it out and da da da. And I'm like, it's great, you know. Yeah, I'm glad I helped, but that's not the point. The point is it shouldn't have to be. You know what I mean? It shouldn't have to be explained. It should be simple enough where you pop in the game, you spend some time because it's entertainment, and you have some fun. And I like the fact that they're coming back with the simpler, you know, ideas behind base hitters and stuff. So yeah, if I had the choice between the two, I don't mind the, you know, the new I win fleet every month.
But like here's where the problem I see is coming in, George, and this is just my honest opinion. You know, we're all of us on this panel, as far as I know, are all Blackwater pilots. You know, we've been through it all with this company playing this game.
Not I, but continue. Sorry.
Okay, so you know we've seen it all, but here's the thing: they traded away the fun complexity that all of us old pirates really enjoyed, which was, you know, going into ship build and being able to tweak things, take different tech, put it on different ships, come up with new ideas. You know, that was something that we all enjoyed doing. They took that away from us by giving us these cookie cutter fleets, which is what we have now, is cookie cutter fleets. And they, to replace that, have given us these puzzle targets that we got. Now they're going to take away the puzzle targets, but they're going to keep the cookie cutter fleets. So where are we going to be engaged?
You know, I'm not sure, because to me, I still, you know, when I'm designing ships and stuff, I mean, I still come up with some interesting things on occasion. You know,
but it's not like it was in the old days.
No, it's not. It's not like it was in the old days. That's true. But at the same point, given the amount of tech that's out in the game now, I mean, I think it's kind of needed in a way, because if not, I mean, it's gonna, like, the game's just gonna run rampant and wild. You know what I mean? Like, I'm already coming up with combinations that, you know, it's like old. Like, I bring in old tech, and they're like, "Oh, that's kind of cool. Didn't think of that." Well, you know, why not? Right? I mean, I don't know. I'm very torn on that, because I can definitely see both sides of that argument. I can see the problem that would follow if we did not have the split and then the limitations. And on the other hand, I absolutely miss being able to come up with crazy ass builds. I mean, and you know, that used to be a thing, like, all the time. Now it's like every once in a while I'll come up with something strange, like the Empyrean with the Chaos motors. I mean, it's, you know, it's still there. It's just not near as much as it used to be. But at the same point, I can kind of see why they would have to do that, because I know I would be able to absolutely take advantage of game mechanics if they had not. I mean,
I understand completely. I understand completely what you're saying, George. I do understand that, and I fully agree with you. But what I'm saying is part of what made this game, what's caught most of the players that are in this game, you know, the old players, is we got into a game that we were able to put our minds into. You know what I mean? It wasn't just click at a target, shoot, and it was dead. You know what I'm saying? There was a challenge for us mentally in this game. And the way they've changed the game, if they just give us cookie cutter fleets and they just give us plain Jane targets, you know what I mean, then where's that challenge going to be at? Because I can remember back in the day, I would spend hours over on Huggy's shipyard, and I'd be up on a video call with, you know, 10 or 12 other guys, you know what I'm saying, 8 or 10 other guys, and we just spend hours just working on builds.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I miss those days.
Part of the thing, I think part of the problem is, and I cannot stress this enough, somebody's dog is going nuts. Wow.
Got him.
Was that Mike or Daniel?
That was Mike.
I don't.
Mike, what are you doing to that dog? What the hell, dude? Like, do we gotta call animal fucking control? Shit. I mean,
if Mike
did he run out of peanut butter or something? The dog got mad. I mean, I don't know.
No,
Anyway,
every time somebody comes to the damn door, these stupid things go nuts. I can't help.
So what I think they did was they have removed an aspect of the game that we all played this game for originally. At least the Black Pirates did, and that's base hitting and fleet versus fleet. Okay, and I think that, you know, yeah, there's less complexity in terms of what we're allowed to do, right? But I think that it wouldn't be an issue if we could get the fuck back to base hitting, okay, and having the interaction with other players. And like, I mean, I remember being in some alliances where we'd have TeamSpeak on, and we'd have like friggin' 30 people on, and it doesn't happen anymore, you know. And part of the reason why we don't get to do the PvP stuff as much, right? One is the build times. There's a little bit of build times going on. There's a little bit of other, you know, secondary issues that arise. But I think the main thing is the fucking chores. I mean, like, if I need to go out, like, I get into the game, I'm like, oh, I need res, or oh, I need, you know, uranium. Oh, I need that. It's not a 3-second thing. I can't go and just auto it while I actually do the aspect of the game that I like, right? I have to actually damn chore. And I mean, hell, there was a week I didn't even do my FM for the first time in I don't know how many years. You know, I don't know. Daniel, are you swallowing that microphone?
Now we've added another major chore for pretty much anybody that wants to do PvP. Because the only way you can rank a Conqueror hole outside of BXP Weekend now is to go out and get titanium and research the BXP tokens.
But ranking Conquerors on these GXP targets is shit.
Exactly.
Well,
so but see, another major chore to the game, because how many hours do you need to spend grabbing? You know, you got to go out and drop. You got to go out and hit a target, then research for 6 hours, and then come back on in 6 hours and do it all over again. You know what I mean? It just the fix they
but that
with for
that doesn't make
holes BXP is just wrong.
That doesn't make VXP Weekend go away, and it gives you something to do for the rest of the damn month. Like, I actually like this because
I have no problem.
Look,
I have no problem with chores, right? If, and this is a big if, the bloody top-end players that have spent the time and invested in the builds and all the other shit for PvE can fucking auto the damn things. I do not want to be driving crazy-ass targets to get, because these targets in the raid are going to be the ones that are coming out for titanium or worse, right? I don't want to be driving these damn things. I don't want to spend 10 minutes in a fucking target to get some titanium.
Nope.
I don't. I
got the same issue you do, George. That's why I don't like the fix for VXP. I mean, the token idea is great if I could go out and auto the 84 nav relays, because I know the mega holes are gone after this raid series. I can auto the mega holes. I will not be able to auto the nav relays.
Who here has hit like shit for base pots lately? Like, I've ever since they've changed it, I haven't even hit one. But
they still suck.
I do 99s if I need it.
Yeah. I mean, I just, like, before I used to hit them all the time. I used to just load up on base pots and be full all the time. I think I've been at 0 base pots for like months. I mean, months.
So have
I don't know. And so, you know, it goes back to they've you know, reduced our options in terms of what we can build for ships and all that other stuff, right? And I think it wouldn't be as bad, right? Or it wouldn't be perceived as bad if we had more depth in terms of the content that we want to play, right? Like, I want to get back into PvP. I know I can be good at it if I could actually build the crap and, you know, get out there, but damn.
Okay.
Yeah, but being able to build the crap is even difficult because you've got to stay focused on PvE. So your shipyard, and look, you know, if what they said before is true, and this FM, we're going to be getting new weapons and specials for our raid fleet, for the evolution of our raid fleet for the last raid series, then
Dude,
when are you going to have time unless you're coining the fleets to get this new base hitter built?
Dude, if they bring the quote unquote escalation shit out for the fleets that we're using now, like I'm gonna call up Brian. I'm gonna have him send me his table so I can flip it. That's how pissed off I'm gonna be.
But you know they said they were going to do it.
Yeah, they are.
They mentioned it. I've seen it mentioned once, and I don't know if they're like I haven't heard anything else. Am I expecting it? Yes. Am I expecting to be really pissed off about it? Yes.
Yeah, because now if we got to refit our raid fleet, then when are we going to have time to build the new baser?
You're gonna refit your raid fleet, and then next month you're gonna get the new fleet for the next raid. So you're gonna spend that month doing that. I mean, yeah, fuck. You're just playing PvE at this point. I mean, it has turned into farm pirates.
Or spending time for your new defender. I mean, personally, I haven't built my Justice yet.
Mine's still blank.
Yeah,
I just started building a B Pride.
Yeah, wow, that's a whole different issue, you bastard.
And I got it when it first came out.
I actually have my V Pride half built.
At least Dr. Death got that.
But yeah, I mean, they're pushing so many people out of the only people that really can stay on top at this point in PvP is the heavy coiners. If you're not investing some money into this game, you are not going to be able to stay, because you got to stay current in PvE. If you don't stay current in PvE, you're screwed.
Yeah, I know PvP players that are really freaking good that have just stopped coining. They
because
just
it's costing too much.
Well, it's not so much the costing too much. Like, part of it was the complexity of the hulls that they were releasing, right? But part of it was the amount of time that they had to spend. Like, they had to actually choose between the aspect of the game that they liked, right, which was base hitting, and getting ready for the fucking raids. You know, I mean, you got to pick one. You can't. No. There's a fundamental issue that has to be addressed.
George, there is no picking, because if you choose not to go and keep up on the PvE content, then you're not going to do the raid, which means you're not going to, like, if someone decided that they wanted to focus on building, the V Pride, building the Inquisitor, building the Survivor, building all the holes that we've had come out, right, for PvP, and they chose to skip this raid series. Now the new Rage, which is a click at the back of the base and win, which is going to be the top PvP fleet in the game, they wouldn't be able to get.
And this is right before the bounty hunt.
Exactly. So then they're pushed out of PvP because they chose to focus on PvP and skip PvE. You see what I mean? So there is no choice in the game at this point. You either do PvE and stay on top in it. That's the only chance you have to stay anything relevant in this game.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, is that there's an issue. You cannot do it anymore. And I mean, look, let's be honest. Because I know someone's gonna go, oh well, they gave us tokens for the, look, the good hulls that are getting into the bases are all the ones that don't have fucking tokens.
Exactly.
Right. I don't see any Visago Pride tokens coming out my way. I don't see no Pride tokens coming out my way. I mean, you can buy them in the daily store, but they sure as shit didn't come with tokens. I mean, the Gluttony was the only one that came out with tokens that was actually like half-assed decent for a little bit.
The Liberator.
Yeah, there's no tokens in this raid for the Rage.
That's right. The Liberator, yeah. Okay, the Liberator, yes. Did it originally come out with tokens? Yeah, it did. Yeah, that's a good one. That was a decent
But remember, you only got the token when it first came out. You only got the token on the first mastery run. Remember
no, it was
that?
off. You got
No.
It was all 5.
Yeah, they offered it 3 times, and I have like 13. No, I have 12 because I used 3. Like, you always got.
When it came back out, it was all 5 runs. But the first TLC, you only got the token on the first run.
No,
I sent a ticket to customer service about it. I was pissed.
Maybe you did, but I don't think it should have been that way. I don't think it ever was. You only got 1 VXP token ever in the second run, but I think for every master round, even in the initial run through.
No. He's right. In the first run of the Liberator one, you only got one VXP token.
Oh yeah,
Well,
one VXP token. Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought he was talking about
the
builds.
6 day build.
The 6 day.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, you get one VXP token, but you should have gotten 5 build tokens every time.
Yeah, you got one.
Yeah, and they.
But I mean, yeah. So there's 2 of them out of the ores that were okay, and I mean the Liberator probably was only that good because it was the first one and it changed, the ranges of stuff.
George,
I mean, it changed the ranges of the game.
Talon.
George.
Yeah.
Do you have a ghost crawler built yet?
Nope.
Okay.
I have the blueprints for every single damn hull of the super hulls. I have not built a single one.
Your suggestion on the ghost crawler was absolutely genius. I found a way to lock the Hellstar in place with 2 or 3 other boats sitting out in front, and you could pick it off from the sides all day long.
See, I mean, this is what I mean. Like, I actually do enjoy figuring crap out. I just don't want to spend this much time on the damn game.
Well, I know, but
It's
I mean,
just so damn depressing.
If you're gonna play the game, you got to play the game, and they're pushing people out.
I have no problem playing the game, right? I have no problem playing the game, but damn it, playing the game is not spending. What was it? 17 hours, Brian? 17, 18 hours.
25 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's no.
17 hours and all the money because again, like
you have to coin. Yeah, I mean that's not.
It's not even like what does your monetary advantage buy you now? It's not getting ahead. It's barely even what could be considered staying ahead. I feel like at this point it's not falling behind. Because again, if you miss a raid, you lose in a PvP hole, and if you don't PvP, well, okay, but that means like the rage is the best defense against the rage. Like I don't think there's any question right now. And well, probably because it just came out. But that then if people come in with rages, you're dead and you lose a bunch of time because you didn't get the rage and you got to repair all that stuff. Like there is a cost to actually not having a base defense. And then you can't get the charged armors, which they're necessary. Like they're supposed to be luxury, but really, especially with the difficulty of the TLCs they're doing, if you didn't have charged armor, you couldn't do Skyfire level 3. You needed the best fleets. And so if it's for like a special for the B tier hull and you need that stuff, like that's pretty necessary. So don't go tell me it's luxury. In the FM you can survive without it, but
yeah, but
it's supposed to be a thing.
It takes you a lot longer to do the FM if you have to do it without it. It's night and day.
Yeah, but
without the armor.
Yeah,
but you can.
Bullshit.
You can do it.
No, I've done it without. Yeah, I've done it without armor, without the charged armor, and took like a minute and something, like a minute 20 seconds of damage.
Oh, using a Zelos tank?
Hell yeah. If I'm gonna exploit something, I'm gonna exploit the damn thing.
They should have called it the Zelos, the Dragonbane Zeloscom. The next Zelos flagship they should name after you.
Nah, I don't.
But now, do you think you're going to find an exploit to be able to gather titanium after this series?
I don't know. Depends if I build it depends if I build a ghost crawler and these are the targets, I guess. I mean,
do you want to auto the because the very low level ones are still the old Legion Assault Force. Like they haven't changed those. You want to auto those for 1,000 a run?
Honestly, like
because I bet you
not
can.
Really.
I kind of.
You don't want to, but you can.
I mean,
you
look,
got 6 hours to
I don't mind autoing it, right? Like if I can auto it and have like 13 hours repair, a dead fleet, and fill up on whatever chore item that I need at the time and repair overnight, I'm cool with that, right? I have no problem taking damage or having a dead fleet or something, right? If the results are worth it. The problem is you can't even auto the damn things for minimal crap, let alone filling up.
Well, I'm showing what I was talking about by getting that bad boy trapped. If the Zelos is fast enough to outrun it, I will show you exactly what it is.
I'm still presenting.
No, but you can still click on me and see what I'm doing.
Oh, but I mean,
But they won't see it.
Well, they won't, but that's what I was trying to say is Daniel's still on.
oh, hold on. I'm not even screen sharing anymore.
Where did Hefe go?
He dropped out.
Oh, for crying out loud.
He's the one that would have to put it on present, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. Now I have a question. Why aren't you just taking the ghost crawler and going up and hitting it?
Well, as soon as I can get the Zelos in a safe distance.
Right.
I mean, I don't want to let the Zelos die. I mean, that's kind of expensive. See, now that I've got it there, and come around here with the ghosty.
We're gonna get you to the hospital. You're hideous. Who did this to you?
All right.
Is that Zealous going to take damage? Oh, I see.
He's gonna take damage. He's not gonna get it. Yeah, it's not. It's gotta.
Well, see, that's why I say I've actually flipped the position, because normally I'll bring him over here and I'll lock him behind the back wall. Just wait a second. That's what I was doing.
If anything goes inside that red ring, it gets damaged. Then, right?
It will take damage. It'll take explosive damage, I believe.
I think it's corrosive
because it depletes your corrosive.
Okay, corrosive. Yeah.
Yeah, they've already screwed us once with explosive damage and an assault target. They better not do it again.
You better pinch that bad boy. You're not going to get around the corner fast enough.
Can't pinch it. It doesn't pinch. It has
doesn't
100%.
pinch?
Nope.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah, as soon as I get right around this corner here, he'll turn back the other way.
Oh, I got you.
Some nights I wonder why
Then
I
you just
have
stop
a
right there?
Yeah, and then I just stop right here as soon as I get him turned around. And bring this bad boy. Oh, don't turn into the damn...
So